Hello and welcome to EV Review Ireland. Today we're going to be testing the 100% electric e-moped from NIU. Stay tuned. So what we have here today is the NIU, NIU, a Chinese-made, one of the largest manufacturers of electric mopeds in the world. They've sold nearly 500,000 mopeds globally. And this moped has been given to us by Line Mobility. I'll put a link in the description. And this is specifically the M-Series, and it's the MQi Plus Sport model. So there's a couple of extra features on it that you may not get on the different models that they have. Line Mobility have three different types of electric moped here for sale in Ireland. A very basic city one, the U-Series. Basic is not the right word. A lighter frame, a smaller frame. Then they have a cargo model for deliveries and people that want to use their mopeds commercially. And then you have the M-Series, and specifically this one is the Sport Series with the sporty stripe on the front. So what we're going to do is go through the features of the actual moped, and then we are going to take it out on the road, see what it's like. But I've had it for a couple of weeks now, and I really enjoyed it.
So what we have here, you can see, is the black with the red stripe. Really like it. It comes in 5 colours: red, white, blue or silver. In front you can see the LED running headlight and the actual small little windscreen or windshield. Back you have the distinctive bull shape lights and also the helmet box. Number plate obviously. On the side you can see the profile, traditional moped shape and size. You can see the running light there as well for safety. Also the optional carrier, and that's the new logo, which is actually like a bull because that's where the name comes from. So the plus means that you can carry people with it. There is the footrest. Next you can see the hydraulic disc brakes on the front and also on the rear. It's a Bosch motor, 1200 watt motor mounted in the rear wheel. You also have hydraulic suspension. Sometimes you can hear this, the indicators, LED indicators, as you've also got that side profile light as well, just for night time. Inside in the you can see that plenty of space in there for a helmet and for other bits and pieces, and obviously if you're wearing the helmet you can put your shopping bits. So you've got a handy little carrier here for a water bottle if you want to use a water bottle. It also will take a mobile phone because there is a USB adapter charger at beside the ignition switch, and it will also hold your helmet. Ignition switch, and as I mentioned, USB port as well for charging your phone if you need it. So, and there we have the new logo also on the dash, the console itself. We're just going to quickly run through the different sections of the console so you can see what's visible. When you're driving it, very visible. I had no problem seeing it. So you've got the time, you've got connectivity to GPS, and also connectivity to whether you're in range of your phone or not. Mode 1 or 2 is the different driving modes, and that can be switched over here with that switch on the right hand side. Mode 1 and 2. Mode 1 is just a restricted speed. Kilometer, range, battery level, visually as a battery bar, and also brakes left, front and rear, and throttle on the right hand side. That's the mode or gear selector then as well. You also have your hazard warning lights, you have your on button, you have your horn, cruise control is a little grey button, and then full beams and indicators left and right. Battery is stored in here. You can charge it directly into the moped by plugging it in there, or you can actually take out the battery itself. So the battery is a Panasonic. In the Sport version, it's a Panasonic utilizing 18650 cells. It is a 48 volt. Capacity on the Sport model is 42 amp hour and a standard charging current of 5 amp. The Bosch motor that's in it is a 1200 watt in the Sport and has a range of estimated of 100 kilometers. Depending on your speed that you use, depending on your weight, I was getting around 75 kilometers range. With the battery, you can press the button on the top of it. It'll give you an indication, very handy. Bring this into your home or your office and you can see what's needed. And also you can see with the charger unit itself, not too cumbersome, connector there and a 3-pin plug on the other end of it. So yeah, app really good as well. You can see what percentage batteries left, your expected range. You can look at your past history. You can lots of good stuff in there. GPS, so if you can't locate your bike, you can actually find it, or if it goes missing. So take it out on the road. You turn on the key and then hold down the green button, and it says that it's ready. And then you can select your mode. So I've selected mode number 2 here, and right throttle. It's a 45-degree angle from stop all the way to full power. Very happy with it. This footage was taken on a GoPro harness, just so you could see a bit of the dash and what it's like. Very smooth. Handy that there's a second space for a second passenger as well. So with the indicators, they auto cancel once you've taken your turn. Lots of really good features on this moped. Can't argue with it at all. The indicators make a noise when they're on. It's the noisiest thing about this, because it's super silent. I can't rate it highly enough. Dimensions, just so you understand. So it's 1.7 meters long. It's 650 centimeters wide, and it's just over a meter high, 104 centimeters. So we've already talked about the shock absorbers, front and rear. The size of the tire are 90s, 90 by 90 or 1990s. It's 10s, and the rim is a 2.15 by 10. Ground clearance is 133 millimeters, and it has a wading depth of 300 millimeters. And the seating height is 73 centimeters. So the difference between the Sport and the Light, you have a Panasonic 18650 units battery unit in the Sport, and it's an EVE in the Light. And we've already talked about the size of the battery, etc. It is a Bosch, as we talked about, a Bosch motor. It's a VOC vector control, so it analyzes how you're driving all the time. The Sport has a 1200 watt rated motor, and the Light has an 800 watt rated motor. Across both the Light and the Sport, you're getting LED headlights, turning lights, tail lights, all LED, and braking lights, apologies. The dashboard is LCD, and we've also got the central control unit and the USB charging point, as we've already talked about. Curb weight at 69 kgs. Max top speed is 45 kilometers an hour. And depending on your range, etc., it's saying that the estimated range is about 100 kilometers. But if you've got passengers on, etc., etc., it can start on a 15-degree radiant. So yeah, the battery management system, there's an overcurrent protection, fault protection, overcharging protection. So all the bells and whistles with the battery. The battery itself is 11 kgs. A lot of safety features on the moped as well. Daytime running lights, as I said, the LED integrated tail lamp, auto off indicator, and the hydraulic disc brakes. This was filmed on the GoPro out and about, attached to the front of the actual moped itself, when I had a pillion passenger on the back. As you can see, very smooth ride. It's an all steel chassis. The swing arm is titanium aluminium alloy, and the actual body itself is made out of ABS plastic. The cruise control, I never actually got an opportunity to try out the cruise control, but it's great that the feature is on there as well. The battery itself has a 2-year warranty and a 5-year life cycle. I think it's really good that they have the LED indicator on the top of it. On the website, you'll actually be able to put in the weight and your average speed, and it will give you, and the temperature, the ambient temperature, and it'll give you an estimated range as well. So it's good that it's not saying it's always going to be 100 kilometers. It'll all depend on the variables, like your speed, like your weight, like the temperature. So yeah, the length of brake distance, in dry it's 1.4 meters, and in the wet it's 1.8 meters.
Overall, I really enjoyed my time with the M-Series new electric moped. I'd recommend it. I think it's a great addition if you're in and out of a city. If you're looking to not buy a car, I think it's the way forward with transportation in city living and urban living. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it. I'll stick a link in the description below for a line mobility. If you really like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd love if you could subscribe to the channel as well. This is my first review video, and if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks for watching.